Hello everyone, in this video we are going to discuss the paragraph questions of the chapter Logic and Science of Block 2 of the paper Humanism and Logic of Sri Narayana Guru Open University. So let's begin. First question, explain the scientific method and its relation to induction and deduction. The scientific method is a systematic approach used to acquire knowledge about the natural world. It begins with observation, where scientists identify patterns in natural phenomena. Inductive reasoning is then employed to draw general conclusions or theories from these specific observations. Through induction, scientists arrive at definitions and explanations about the essential nature of the observed patterns. Once theories are formulated, deductive reasoning is used to derive logical consequences and predictions from these theories. Deduction allows scientists to test their theories by comparing the deduced predictions with empirical observations. If the predictions align with observations, the theory is supported. If not, it may need to be revised or discarded. The scientific method relies on a combination of induction and deduction, with induction playing a crucial role in the initial stages of observation of theory formulation, while deduction is instrumental in testing and refining theories based on logical reasoning and empirical evidence. The iterative application of induction and deduction, along with experimentation and empirical testing, forms the core of the scientific method's systematic approach to understanding the natural phenomena. Second question, discuss the role of logic in science, highlighting the use of deductive reasoning and the deductive monological model of explanation. Logic plays a vital role in science primarily through the application of deductive reasoning. Deductive reasoning allows scientists to draw conclusions with certainty from a set of premises, often involving natural laws or well established theories. The deductive monological model of explanation exemplifies the use of deductive reasoning in science. According to this model, a scientific explanation is a valid deductive argument where the explanations contain at least one general law or principle. The DN model emphasizes the importance of natural laws and deductive validity in providing scientific explanations. By subsuming a particular phenomenon under a general law or set of laws, the DN model aims to offer a logical and systematic account of why the phenomenon occurs. The structure of DN model requires that the explanation would be valid deductive argument with at least one premise being a general law. Additionally, the explanations must be empirically testable and the sentences within it must be true. The significance of the DN model lies in its rigorous logical structure and its alignment with the traditional view of science as a logical and law governed enterprise. By employing deductive reasoning and adhering to the principles of the DN model, science upholds the values of logical consistency and systematic explanation. Third question, explain the role of aesthetics and subjective elements in scientific practice, discussing the theory of theory ladenness. While science is often perceived as an objective and purely logical endeavor, aesthetic considerations and subjective elements play significant role in scientific practice. Aesthetics, or the sense of beauty and taste, influences scientists' reasoning, decision making processes, and the acceptance of certain theories. Many scientists acknowledge that their aesthetic sensibilities guide their choices in selecting, testing, and justifying theories they find appealing or elegant. Aesthetic values shape the pursuit and acceptance of scientific theories, models, and mathematical proofs, challenging the notion of science as a purely objective enterprise. Furthermore, the theory of theory ladenness highlights the subjective nature of scientific observations and investigations. According to this theory, all observations are shaped by the theoretical presuppositions and pioneer understanding of the scientists conducting them. There are no purely objective scientific facts that exist independently of the observer's conceptual framework. Observations are inherently influenced by the individual scientist's background, experiences, and perspectives according to a subjective and interpretive dimension to the scientific process. The theory of theory ladenness suggests that different scientists may interpret observations differently, leading to diverse and innovative theories and explanations. This subjective aspect of science opens to the door of creativity and imagination, allowing for the generation of new hypotheses, models, and experimental designs. Fourth question: discuss the familiarity model of explanation and its significance in making unfamiliar phenomena understandable. The familiarity model of explanation is based on the idea that good explanations make unfamiliar phenomena familiar and understandable. According to this model, certain phenomena do not require explanation because they are already familiar and expected within our existing knowledge and understanding. The role of explanations in this context is to connect unfamiliar occurrences with familiar concepts, models, or analogies, thereby making them more comprehensible. The familiarity model suggests that by relating new and unfamiliar phenomena to concepts or models that are already well understood, scientists can provide explanations that make these phenomena more accessible and relatable to human understanding. For example, explaining various aspects of heat by relating them to the kinetic theory of gases, which models molecules as tiny billiard balls, makes the phenomena of heat more familiar and easier to grasp. This model recognizes that humans have a natural tendency to better understand a concept explanations that are grounded in familiar concepts or frameworks. By leveraging this tendency, the familiarity model aims to enhance the comprehensibility of scientific explanations and facilitate the integration of new knowledge with existing mental models. Fifth question: explain the causal model of explanation and its focus on identifying causal histories and mechanisms. The causal model of explanation focuses on providing information about the causal history or sequence of events that led to the particular phenomenon. Unlike the deductive monological model, which emphasizes the role of natural laws, the causal model does not necessarily require the positing of general law. Instead, it aims to explain a phenomenon by tracing its causal antecedents and the chain of events that ultimately resulted in the observed occurrence. The causal model emphasizes the importance of identifying and understanding the underlying causes and mechanisms that give rise to particular phenomena. It seeks to uncover the series of events, interactions, and processes that contributed to the manifestation of the phenomenon being explained. By elucidating the causal history and the mechanisms involved, the causal model attempts to provide a coherent and comprehensive account of how and why a particular phenomenon occurred. This model recognizes that many scientific explanations are not solely based on subsuming observations under general laws but rather on unraveling the intricate web of causes and effects that shape the natural world. The causal model's focus on causal histories and mechanisms allows for a deeper understanding of the complex interplay of factors that influence natural phenomena. Sixth question. Discuss the role of scientific explanations in advancing human knowledge and understanding considering the different models of explanation. Scientific explanations play a vital role in advancing human knowledge and understanding of the natural world. By providing rational and empirically grounded explanations for natural phenomena, science demystifies occurrences that were once attributed to supernatural or mystical causes. The scientific enterprise lies in its ability to offer explanations that move phenomena from the realm of the unknown to the known, shedding light on the depths of the universe and revealing underlying mechanisms that governs its workings. The different models of explanation employed in science, each with its unique strengths and emphasis, contribute to this process of knowledge advancement. The deductive monological model, with its emphasis on deductive reasoning and the inclusion of natural laws, align with the traditional view of science as a logical and law governed enterprise. It provides a rigorous logical structure for explaining phenomena by subsuming them under general laws. The familiarity model, on the other hand, focuses on making unfamiliar phenomena understandable by relating them to familiar concepts and mental models, enhancing the comprehensibility of scientific explanations. The causal model delves into the intricate web of causes and mechanisms that shape natural phenomena, offering a comprehensive account of how and why events unfold. By employing these various models of explanation, science not only expands human knowledge but also fosters a deep understanding of the natural world, revealing the intricate complexity and interconnectedness of its processes. These are some of the important paragraph questions of the chapter Logic and Science. Thank you for listening.